धारी तेरे मन मंदिर में एक बार तुम आ जाओ गिरिधारी गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी बहुत बार है तेरी लगाई करुणा नयनन में गिर आई बहुत बार है देर लगाई करुणा नयनन में गिर आई के रोया ये रोया एक दुखियारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी ये रोया एक दुखियारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी गिरिधारी बनवारी गिरिधारी बनवारी मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी मनमोहन कुंज विहारी हरे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी मांग जो तकिया पथराई दर दर पर माया टकराई मांग जो तकिया पथराई दर दर पर माया ठुकराई ये देखो ये देखो दास हमारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी ये देखो दास हमारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी गिरिधारी बनवारी गिरिधारी बनवारी मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरिधारी मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। गिरधारी बनवारी, गिरधारी बनवारी, मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। भेंट नहीं मैं कुछ भी लाया, खाली हाथ तेरे दर आया। भेंट नहीं मैं कुछ भी लाया, खाली हाथ तेरे दर आया। मैं तेरा प्रेम पुजारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। मैं तेरा प्रेम पुजारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। गिरधारी बनवारी, गिरधारी बनवारी, मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। प्यार करो चाहे ठुकरा दो, पास बुलाओ दूर भगा दो। प्यार करो चाहे ठुकरा दो, पास बुलाओ दूर भगा दो। मैं सब विधि मैं सब विधि शरण बिहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। मेरी सब विधि शरण बिहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। गिरधारी बनवारी, गिरधारी बनवारी, मनमोहन कुंज विहारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। मन मंदिर में एक बार तुम आ जाओ गिरधारी। मेरे मन मंदिर में एक बार तुम आ जाओ गिरधारी। मेरे मन मंदिर में सिर्फ एक बार तुम आ जाओ गिरधारी। How many of you want? सिर्फ एक बार? सिर्फ नहीं है, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ। How many if you want sincerely? सिर्फ एक बार। Yes. Okay. అదే మనం క్లాసుగా ఏక బార్ అన్నాము, సిర్ఫ్ ఏక బార్ అన్నాము, మాస్గా వన్స్ మోర్ గుడ్. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाग्रहे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मकुं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपहं तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं जगतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सह भ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचिः। श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। Yeah. Everyone is in problem. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on with Krishna when the problems are there. A lot of people outside leave Krishna. Actually, they leave Krishna because they expect everything to be successful, materially successful. Someone is not having a job. Someone is not getting kids. Someone is having problem with in-laws. Someone is having problem with husband. Someone is having problem with wife. Someone is having problem with marriage is not happening. Yes or no? Though we might be taking these examples, when this is not happening to us, there is a possibility that we might take it lightly. But when devotees are there, they are paradukha dukkis, and they really pray for their well-being. And sometimes it hits very hard. కష్టాలు అనేవి మామూలుగా రావు, చాలా గట్టిగా వస్తాయి. That is the point where Krishna takes your limits to some point, and that point is something this chapter is dealing with. Karma yoga in action, right? What is the name of the chapter? What is the name of the chapter? Karma yoga, action in Krishna consciousness, right? So sometimes difficulties when we come across and we try to deal with it. No, I don't want to quote the term as fun, but actually devotees, they see how much ever attempts we make, but success never happens itself. I just want to take an example of a job. One round, all the rounds cleared. Final round gone. Second time job. Final round gone. No salary negotiation call happened. Third attempt, third company. All the rounds cleared. Salary negotiations call also. That's the final call, right? Salary negotiation call also happens. And just 15 minutes before they call, and they say that global HR is in medical emergency. And after 10 days, they say, unfortunately, that position is on hold. In that instance, can we think, and I have just given an example. Now, for every difficulty what we face, what Krishna is trying to say. Someone is not having kids. And they're trying, but someone is not having kids. They're not getting kids. So what we should think? What is Krishna trying to tell us? Anyone think like that? Because I have seen people who tried for kids, especially boy kid. Boy kid they want. First girl came. Next boy kid he wanted, second girl came. Third time boy kid he wanted, third also girl came. Fourth time boy kid he wanted, he got a physically, mentally distorted boy was born, and he died immediately. Fifth time he tried, abortion happened. Sixth time he tried, he got boy finally. I know personally. Sixth time he got a boy. So there are total 3 girls and 1 boy. And after getting that boy, he's suffering now. He's suffering now with the attitude or behavior of that boy. Now he's praying, this is what for I prayed for. Boy. That's what he forcibly made devatas to give a boy. There is a Katha in Bhagavatam also, right? Who is that? Chitraketu Maharaj. Finally, with lot of boy comes and his own wives kill him by poisoning that boy out of jealousy or envy. So, are we in a situation to accept the things as we are, as they are going, and accept it is Krishna's plan? Is it easy or difficult? Murali Prabhu? Very difficult. Yes. So this is the chapter where action in Krishna consciousness is being taught. Now, since it's a new chapter, 5th chapter, we need to understand that, we need to understand that how we came to this 5th chapter. 5th chapter, how we came, and when in the sequence of is happening is, so we need to see the pattern how we arrived at 5th chapter. So that pattern says, how Krishna talks in Bhagavadgita and how he takes Arjuna's towards the bhakti-yoga. How he takes from 1st chapter till the end of the chapter, how he takes Arjuna from karma yoga to gnana yoga, again to bhakti yoga, how he takes the journey is being mentioned in Bhagavad Gita when Krishna talks to Arjuna. And in the 1st chapter, as you know, Arjuna gives all the 5 reasons not to fight. And then in the 2nd chapter, Krishna tries to answer and gives knowledge and science of the soul, which is fundamental pillar of spiritual life. So we are souls. And once we go to the science, we become equivalent to both material or both happiness and problems. We both will be taking the same material platform. So both misery and happiness, both are same as they are in the material platform. So for soul, it is very strange. What are the difficulty we face? For soul it is strange. Why it is strange? First is Krishna in the 1st chapter, Arjuna gives the reasons for not fighting. 2nd chapter, Krishna gives the science of soul, and he tells that the problems, miseries and happiness are the same, both are same at the material platform. Both are same at the material platform, and when misery comes, soul feels something different. It is not able to accept it. Both are same as they are. And from soul point of view, this is strange. When a soul meets a misery in the material world, when misery is faced, soul feels very strange. Why? Did you get the question? When a misery is faced in this material world, soul feels very strange. Why?
Because he thinks soul is always happy.
Soul is always happy. Okay, yeah, right.
New situation.
The soul can't accept the situation. It is miserable.
Yeah, actually, twisting your answer, Mataji, we need to understand that soul belongs to spiritual world. And spiritual world, there is no misery. Vaikuntha, no anxiety at all. So actually, he all the while he is with happiness only. Suddenly coming here, it feels very strange. What is this? So that is the main reason, because the original origin is spiritual world. Then in 2nd chapter, Arjuna talks about, so in fact Krishna talks about Sthita Prajna, and who is situated in soul consciousness or soul platform, how that Sthita Prajna will be acting, will be deciding, will be engaging his senses in life, and how does he walk, sit and all we have seen in the 2nd chapter. Krishna tells the science of the soul, and also he tells about Sthita Prajna. We should aim to become Sthita Prajna, to realize that we are soul, and how a Sthita Prajna behaves, how he actually does, how he acts, how he walks, how he sits, and all was communicated in the 2nd chapter. Now in the 3rd chapter, again, Arjuna is confused and asks, if you want me to be like Sthita Prajna, if you want me to be like a Sthita Prajna, then why are you asking me to fight? Then Krishna tells that duty is one thing which is very important as per your nature. Duty is important as per your nature. So that's the communication. Again, as per your nature, you need to do your duty. So Sthita Prajna means it doesn't mean that you should keep quiet even something is happening in front of you. As per your nature, you need to act. That's what the science he gives in the 3rd chapter, where why are you asking me to do the war? You have to still do the war, because duty is very important, and depending on nature, everyone has to do the duty. Even devatas are doing their duty, and he himself is doing a duty. Krishna himself is doing a duty despite he is not bound to do. He is doing a favor to us by doing a duty, to set an example, to set an expectation for us on how to live in this material world. So I don't have any obligation. That's what he says. Still, I have to do it to set a right expectation. That's what Krishna says. Now in the 4th chapter, again, Arjuna asks, you told this knowledge was given to Vivaswan, no? Millions of years ago. How do I know that? How do I know that? As you also took birth, no? You also took birth 5,225, 252 years back you took birth. You also took birth, and you are saying in one way that you have given this knowledge to Vivaswan 5,000 millions of years ago. How to know that? Again, in 4th chapter, Arjuna questions. So he asks for Jnana Yoga, and so he asks why he has to receive this knowledge from Krishna only. Why I have to receive knowledge from Krishna, who are the same, who is of the same age as me, right? Arjuna and Krishna are almost of the same age, materially. Why I have to receive the knowledge from you? That's what he says. Ask. There he introduces himself that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Nene ra devunni, main hu tere baapon ka baap. Ani Krishna cheptadu. Krishna tells, because I am God, you have to listen. Okay. So he also tells how important is that every activity has to be done with knowledge. గుడ్డిగా చేసేటం కదా, మనం సత్యనారాయణ పనులు చేస్తున్నామా, 4 టెంకాలు పటాపట కొట్టాలి, ఒక గుమ్మడిగా పాల్గొట్టాలి, ఇది చేయాలి అది చేయాలి. ఎందుకు చేయాలి? ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాం మనం? అమ్మా ఆమె అయిపోయింది, టీ బట్టరండి అమ్మా. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ ఫార్మాలిటీ, రైట్? వాట్ ఎవర్ వీ డూ ఇన్ అవర్ ఈవెన్ మెటీరియల్ లైఫ్, వీ షుడ్ డూ విత్ నాలెడ్జ్. We should do with knowledge. Don't you think there are a lot of people who are doing without knowledge? Simply, naam ke vaste they are doing, right? So that's what Krishna insists. Whatever you do, you should do. Every activity has to be done with knowledge, and our life is going to be very different after gaining this knowledge. Our life is going to be very different when you do things with knowledge. For example, some devotees, I think Sanjeev Prabhu and Ramesh Prabhu, they have helped in Goshala. I don't know if they had that. Of course, it doesn't mean that they didn't have a knowledge, but after probably coming to KC, they might have known the importance more, relatively more, and they have understood the importance, and they are able to situation to afford. So they did a lot of service, right, in the temple, either through donation or through service. Prabhuji, I think he has been assigned as a Spock, right, there for Goshala for some time. I don't know, but they have been giving services to him. He is doing. So without having that knowledge or the importance of Gomata or the services what we do to Gomatas, it's irrelevant, right? I mean, it makes sense when you do an activity with knowledge, your life changes actually. Your life changes, completely changes. Okay, so that's what Krishna insists. And this body we need to use as yantra for gaining higher goal. For gaining higher goal, this body we need to use. How many of them are there outside who is feeling it as a really a yantra, and we need to leverage for higher goals? ఎంతమంది ఇక్కడ really they are feeling that? What a golden opportunity you got, right? అట్లా అంతే కదా, మనకి ఏదైనా ఈజీగా దొరికితే దాని వాల్యూ తెలియదు, ఫ్రీగా దొరికితే వాల్యూ తెలియదు. सर फ्रीली कुछ मिलता है तो वैल्यू होता नहीं. So we got a human life, man. Come on, Hare Bol. You got human life. You are getting the knowledge, and you are in a situation to assimilate. You are in a situation to know. You are in a situation to implement. Can other species implement it? There are so many people outside who are hungry of it, and they are not getting the knowledge. When we have daily, we do Nityanadhan Prasad in the evening there in Bhakti Center. So sometimes we give Prasad. But you take note. Some people, I ate non-veg, I can't eat. Some people, they outright, they don't even see. Simply they walk. They don't even, actually, well, Papa, they'll ask, Mataji Prasada, Mataji Prasada. They don't even see. They directly go. Not even courtesy to respond. No. I mean, just try to understand. I mean, how much now is the situation, and in future Kali Yuga it will be more worse. These kids are going to see more worse. I know worse, there is no word in English. I'm sorry, I wish. But the thing is, worse society they are going to see. But we should be fortunate that we got human life, and we are able to. And similarly, we are going to give the same Krishna consciousness to our ISKCON community. We are going to start a new batch on July 26th. July 26th. So I need all your support in executing, and let us see. Our only plan is to try to give. we try to be a bigger plan of Krishna. Whether people join, whether people come or not, that's a different thing. Let that leave it to Krishna. No? Let us give our sincere efforts in bringing people to Krishna. That's our job. Whether they come, whether they will not, Prabhuji, it's very rebellious community, Prabhu. People will not. Don't worry about that, no? Let give Krishna some job, no? Let him decide. Let us do our efforts. Right? Yeah. So that what is that goal? Yantra to be used. Our body has to be used as yantra to achieve our goal. And for gaining higher goal, what is that goal? To revive our original conscious or connection with Krishna. That's what is being said. So for this, so need to get this knowledge, and of whom are we worshipping, whether we are doing charity or worshipping or whatever the things we are doing for achieving that goal. So doing this work according to my nature, which is a way to reach you and other. Can you decrease, Prabhu? Yeah. So we need to do our work as per our nature. It's a way to reach Krishna and others. Is a knowledge of who am I or who is God. I need to connect back to you. Among this, there are two options being mentioned. Okay, there are two options being mentioned. So that's where Krishna starts the first shloka. Yeah. So here are the different sections, 5.1 to 5.6, Nishkama Karma Yoga, easier than renouncing work. 5.7 to 5.12, how to perform Nishkama Karma Yoga. So probably we'll try to finish the first section today. So let's go there. So Karma Yoga is equal to yet easier than renouncing work. So let us read the shloka. Okay. Anyone want to read the shloka? Radhika wanted to read? Okay. Let us do this together. Okay. Arjuna uvacha sanyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samsasi yache yasetayorekam tanme bruhi sunischitam. So here translation by the Venerable Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. Arjuna said, "Oh Krishna, first of all you asked me to renounce work. And then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?" Krishna, నాకు ఆప్షన్స్ ఇవ్వద్దు, నాకు ఒకటి చెప్పు, నువ్వు నాకు మల్టిపుల్ ఆప్షన్స్, ఇదేనా కేబీసీ అనుకున్నావా మల్టిపుల్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి? వద్దు, నాకు ఒకటి చెప్పు, అది చేస్తాను నేను. That's what Arjuna was asking. Oh Krishna, first of all you asked me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial? Which of the two is more beneficial? Like that Arjuna asks, whom does he ask? He asks Krishna. Now here Krishna first, you decide properly and then you tell me. Don't give multiple options. Should I fight or should I give up all nonsense work like fighting and killing his relatives and all? He says. So now going to purport. Here these words, Yachreya etayo rekam. Naku manchi ledu okate cheppu. That's the headline, third line. Okay? Purport. Purport by His Venerable Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. Yeah. In this 5th chapter of Bhagavadgita, the Lord says that work is devotional service. Work in devotional service is better than dry mental speculation. Work in devotional service. Examples of work in devotional service, please tell me. Like Ramesh Prabhu is doing work in devotional service. Anything else? But a lot of people have impression that only before altar puja we do, dandam we keep. All this only is the devotional service. Not others are devotional service, but others are also devotional service. Right? Ramesh Prabhu also provided for Tellapur Radhayatra banner. That particular design what you prepared, they have prepared a big banner of 15 by 20 inch.
I took help from Murli Prabhu.
So with that, both of you, Murli Prabhu and Raja Ramesh Prabhu ki. So they designed a wonderful poster, but that has been leveraged by Tellapur Tena. Tena means Tellapur Neighborhood Association. 40 to 50 communities are there. So they placed around 3 to 5 big banners of 15 by 20 feet. So you can go and see, oh, this is the design. Right? That's also devotional service. Right? So we need to understand that. So in the second chapter, preliminary knowledge of the soul and its entanglement in the material body were explained. How to get out of this material engagement by buddhi yoga or devotional service was also explained therein. In the third chapter, it was explained that a person who is situated in the platform of knowledge no longer has any duties to perform. And in the fourth chapter, the Lord told Arjuna that all kinds of sacrificial works culminate in knowledge. However, at the end of fourth chapter, the Lord advised Arjuna to wake up and fight, being situated in perfect knowledge. Therefore, by simultaneously stressing the importance of both work in devotion and inaction in knowledge, Krishna has perplexed Arjuna and confused his determination. Did you get it? Therefore, by simultaneously stressing the importance of both work in devotion everyone knows, and inaction in knowledge. Now, what do you mean by inaction in knowledge? Inaction in knowledge means renouncing. But usual definition of renouncement is sabhi chhod dena. But actually what Krishna meant by renouncing here is, once one person is fully in Krishna consciousness, no other work seems more important than Krishna's work. That's also in a way devotional service. So, being situated in perfect knowledge, culminate in knowledge. So therefore, by simultaneously stressing the importance of both work in devotion and inaction knowledge, Krishna has perplexed Arjuna and confused his determination. He appears not to have understood that work in full knowledge is non-reactive and is therefore the same as inaction. He appears not to have understood that work in full knowledge is non-reactive. What do you mean? Work in full knowledge is non-reactive and is therefore the same as inaction. When you do work in full knowledge, does it have a reaction? Did you get the question, by the way? For example, whatever the work Ramesh Prabhu has done, either it is poster preparation or go seva he is doing, do you feel there is a reaction to that seva what he did? What is it? Huh? That is the satisfaction. Who told? Krita Mata, satisfaction, okay. No, but generally we know, right, for each and every karma there is a reaction, right? Whatever you do. But for this action, whatever, akarma, that's right. So akarma means there is no reaction. There is no reaction because you are doing to satisfy Krishna and his devotees. So there is no reaction. So that's why it is akarma. But he is perplexed here that not to have understood that work in full knowledge is non-reactive. Adi reactiva, non-reactiva ane dilemma inga Arjuna kundi. And he is therefore the same, he is considering the same as inaction. Adevana inaction emo, adi action kinda raademo ane anumana undi. So that's the reason why he is asking that question. Okay? Now, sorry. Additional explanation from Parampara. The fifth chapter is a practical explanation of Krishna consciousness, generally known as Karma Yoga. The question of mental speculation as to how Karma Yoga can give liberation is answered. Work in Krishna consciousness is to work with complete knowledge of the Lord as the predominator. So that's what he is stressing. And here also it is very interesting when it says devotional service is transcendental. In nature, it means this is coming from a Krishna's internal energy and coming from Krishna Loka. Devotional service. Have you ever felt when you are doing devotional service in front of altar that this is something not belonging to this material world? Has anyone felt this? It's very difficult. It is a little bit advanced in nature. But this activity when you do, when you are immersed in devotional service, the devotee will feel that this activity I am doing is not belonging to this material world. For example, వడలు వండుతున్నా ఇది ఖచ్చితంగా భౌతిక ప్రపంచంలో మనం తిండి కావాలి కాబట్టి మనం వండాలి. టీ తాగుతున్నా, కాఫీ తాగుతున్నాం, ఇవన్నీ మనం ఇక్కడ చేసేవే కదా. డూ యూ థింక్ టీలు కాఫీలు అక్కడ స్పిరిచువల్ వరల్డ్లో ఉంటాయనుకుంటున్నారా? ఉండవు. ఇవన్నీ మనకు మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్లో అలవాటు పడిన థింగ్స్ ఇవి. And I don't know how many of you attended the Gaurang Prabhu's session last week. attended, right? So there are some things, temple or devotional service, something which has been going on for millions of years by so many devotees. That's the reason why temple business is the biggest business. That's what he was saying, right? So here, the point Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that this devotional service is the internal energy of Krishna, which is being given to the devotees, or which is being given by the devotees through Guru. Krishna gives the devotional service to devotees through Guru. And this devotional service is not of this material world. This is of spiritual world, where all the people in the spiritual world does devotional service 24/7. That's what he is insisting. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that devotional service is like a touchstone which transforms the iron-like heart of a conditioned soul to a golden in nature. So that's transcendental capacity is in only devotional service, and it is coming from Krishna Loka. One day you will feel, I am 100% sure, if not everyone, at least one devotee here will feel. That guarantee is there. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please, you do. Is everyone doing Mangalarati in their house? Everyone doing, right? Yeah, do. Please do. It will take some time. Whoever is chanting 16 rounds, Mangalarati, doing, trying to do sincerely, at some point you will realize from within. Krishna will give you intelligence from within. Okay, so that's the question what our Arjuna had. Okay, so 5.2. Yeah, let us read the shloka together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreyasa Karasauhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasa Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Translation by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. The personality of Godhead replied, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. The renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. Work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work, and especially it is applicable for grihasthas. మనకు బ్రహ్మచారులం కాదు, సన్యాసులం కాదు, మనకు ఎస్పెషల్లీ గృహస్థాస్కి మనకంతా ఏకాగ్రత ఉండదు. So better to do work in devotion is better service. That's what Krishna is trying to say here. Okay. So renunciation of work means not working, but once you are connected with Krishna, you feel nothing important than that work. That feeling, it's very subtle, very thin line, very subtle. ఏం చెప్పాను? Once you know that everything is Krishna and Krishna's work is the ultimate, other things are secondary to that person. Secondary to that person. But is he neglecting his responsibilities? No. I should do for my son. So I am Krishna's son. My son is also Krishna's son. My parents are also Krishna's kids only. So for Krishna's kid, I need to take care, no? He has given me a responsibility to take care. That is the consciousness. But are we having that consciousness? ఉందా లేదా? లేదు కదా? తెచ్చుకోండి. ప్లీజ్, there is a big logic here. ప్లీజ్, అది మన డిఎన్ఏలోకి వెళ్ళాలి. And make a note, all the kids who have come, as I told you, they have come with more desires than us. In this material world, as we have fallen in this material world with some desires. And the later generation who are coming, right, they are coming to this middle world with more desires than us. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. రియలైజ్ అయ్యారా లేదా ఇంతవరకు? కృష్ణ రియలైజ్ చేయిస్తాడు, డోంట్ వరీ. So that is the point. Everything is important And when he says renunciation, he works in renunciation with, he is that much immersed in Krishna that Krishna's work is only important and other works are secondary to him. But in that work, don't feel that he is neglecting his relations. But usually it is applicable for mainly for sannyasis or brahmacharis who are doing it. But that's why for grihasthas, as I was saying, devotion in work is more important, and that's what Krishna was also stressing, right? But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. Because Arjuna is also a grihastha. Right? So, yeah. So, purport. Let us read the purport. Yeah, let me read the bold ones. Purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. So there is a Bhagavatam shlokas given between 5th canto, 5th chapter, 4 to 6 shlokas. I am reading the translation. Please listen to this carefully. People are mad after sense gratification. Yes or no? Are we sense gratification? Ankal unnava leva? Andra unnava? Unna. No. Okay, good. And accept it. When you accept the problem, then solution. But the problem I accept, the solution is very difficult, right? Yeah, people are mad after sense gratification, and they don't know that this present body, which is full of miseries, is a result of one's fruitive activities in the past. Have you realized? Whatever the miseries we are going through, it is through the past, due to the past activities what we did. That also realized, right?
Yes.
Somebody is not saying yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in the past, although this body is temporary, it is always giving one trouble in many ways. It is always giving one trouble in many ways. Therefore, to act for sense gratification is not good. One is considered to be failure in life as long as he makes no inquiry about his real identity. As long as he does not know his real identity, he has to work for fruitive results, for sense gratification, and as long as one is engrossed in the consciousness of sense gratification, one has to transmigrate from one body to another body to another body to another. What is the ఎన్నో జన్మ మందిది మిడిల్ వరల్డ్ లో lakhs, right? Confident కదా? Surely be confident, because surely you have gone through lot of things. That's the reason why you got human life at least now. Okay, sense gratification. As long as one is engrossed in the consciousness of sense gratification, one has to transmigrate from one body to another. Although the mind may be engrossed in fruitive activities and influenced by ignorance, one must develop a love for devotional service to Vasudeva. Only then one can have the opportunity to get out of the bondage of material existence. ఎవరైతే వాసుదేవుడి మీద అటాచ్మెంట్ పెంచుకుంటారో వాళ్ళకే పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది అని హీ సేయింగ్. సో we need to understand. Now tell me, is money is material or spiritual? How many of you say it is material? Lift your hands. Okay, everyone is saying it is material, right? Okay.
It depends on, initially it will be material, but if you use it in Krishna's purpose,
It is spiritual, yes. Money is spiritual if you leverage them in Krishna consciousness. That's what in this world, everything you can use it in Krishna's service. Everything. Then it becomes spiritual. But if you are using the same thing for sense gratification or for material activities, it is not spiritual, it becomes material. Now, this is the statement right, that everything in this world can be leveraged, can be spiritual and can be used in Krishna's service?
No.
Which? No, what is it? మాతాజీ టెన్షన్ పడదు, అందరు చేస్తాను, నేను సడన్ నువ్వు అన్నాను అని ఈ తప్పు చెప్పానా? No, my question is, Mataji, everything in this world can be used in Krishna's service. Yes or no?
No problem.
No.
What can't be used in Krishna service? Tell me.
Like
Some people will do
eating
gambling,
non-veg
some
drinks,
people
that cannot be
will do
used.
gambling, some people will do wrong things. And how can
Not only the liquor, non-veg, this thing, but the money you gain from
wrong use
wrong activities, if you use it for spiritual, I don't think that is spiritual.
Anything else? Actually, I was expecting another answer, but I really got a good answer. You are right. But now these are the material things. What you said, money and other things, material. Now there are some things which are internal. Shad anarthas. Can all the anarthas be used in Krishna service? Can anger be used in Krishna service?
Yes.
Yes. It can be used. It can be used. ఏంటి పూల్ టైం పట్టాలేదేంటి గుడికి? For Krishna, we need to offer bhoga on time and we need to give the pushpanjali on time, and someone has not bought the flowers on time and he used anger. Our Abhayanjaneya Swami temple is there in Gachibowli. That Pujari Garu, he chastises very nicely actually. He chastises, but no one will feel offended.
అదే ప్రభుజీ అంటే స్పిరిచువల్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ లో మనకి యాంగర్ చూపించినా కానీ మనకి ఏం అనిపించదు. అది మెటీరియల్ లెవెల్
అమ్మ అది
ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ యాక్చువల్లీ.
Yes, Mataji. This shad, now anger can be used in Krishna service. Anything else? Can all the shad anarthas be used in Krishna service? Greed can be used in Krishna service?
Yes.
How many say no?
Getting more devotees.
My satsang, I should get more people. For pleasing Krishna, I need to get more people.
Like Udupi, we did lot of darshans. We want more darshan.
We want more darshan. We should be greedy for our spiritual life. We should seek. For example, on that Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, sir, Gaurang Prabhu came. One photo. Everyone was greedy, right? Everyone was greedy to get the photo. I don't know how many of you get. I know Murli Prabhu was the fortunate soul. He get an individual photo and he got a hand also. Gurtu pettukondu na peru Madhav Charan Das. So we should be greedy. And whatever, all 6 anarthas can be used in Krishna service. No, pride can't. Krishna never accepts pride. Pride only. All the shad anarthas he accepts in Krishna service, but pride he never accepts. Envy also he accepts. He accepts. Envious. ఆ పర్టికులర్ కాంగ్రిగేషన్లో 50 మంది డివోటీస్ వస్తున్నారు. నా దగ్గరికి అయితే 30 మంది వస్తున్నారు. నేను ఈసారి ఇంకా బాగా ప్రమోట్ చేయాలి. రాజా రమేష్లో మంచి పోస్టర్ ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, ఆయన్ని బాగా వాడుకొని ఆయన బాగా పోస్టర్లన్నీ పంపించేసి ఐ నీడ్ టు గెట్ మోర్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ మై సత్సంగ్ అండ్ ఐ టు స్ప్రెడ్ కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్. ఇట్స్ అ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ envy, right? Envy also he accepts.
But there is certain difference. Material things
that's what Mataji, even material things or shadanardas, if you are using in Krishna service, it becomes spiritual. Even envy also is acceptable for Krishna if you are using in Krishna service. అదే envy వచ్చేసి వాడికి అంతమంది వస్తున్నారా, వాళ్ళందరికీ బయటికి రాగానే వాడి పెద్ద దరిద్రుడండి, వాడు అది చేశాడండి, వాడు ఇలా చేశాడండి అని బ్యాడ్ నేమ్ తెప్పించి తనకి రాకుండా చేశాడు. అది negative examples. It's a wrong example where envy is used in material bringing down, but not for his spiritual progress. Envy, the same envy. One envy is, అబ్బా వాడి దగ్గరకు 100 మంది వస్తున్నారు, దరిద్రులు నా దగ్గర 30 మంది వచ్చి వస్తున్నారు, అందరు బయటికి రాని ఒక్కొక్కరికి నేను వాళ్ళ వీడియో చూపిస్తా. ఇది ఫేక్ వీడియో తయారు చేసి, ఐ విల్ షో ఏ రాంగ్ ఫేక్ వీడియో ఆఫ్ దట్ డివోటీ హూ ఇస్ ప్రీచింగ్ దేర్ అండ్ ఐ విల్ షో దెమ్ అమ్మా లైక్ దట్. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్ దే విల్ నాట్ కమ్ టు హిమ్. That's a wrong example. That's the envy used incorrectly. But the same envy, అరే 100 మంది వస్తున్నారు, నా దగ్గర 30 మంది వస్తున్నారు, ఐ థింక్ ఐ షుడ్ ఎస్ మీ నాన్నగారు వచ్చారు. ఫైన్, ఓకే. చెప్పండి అది అమృతం అది గట్టిగా చెప్పండి, బయటికి చెప్పండి.
No, I'm explaining.
తనకు అర్థం కావట్లేదనా? Yes, all the anarthas can be used in Krishna's service except pride. Pride is the only thing which Krishna never accepts. That shabash, నువ్వు మానవచరం, నువ్వు అసలు గ్రేట్ రా, నువ్వు అసలు ఎలా రా, నువ్వు అసలు ఇన్ని సేవలు ఎలా చేస్తున్నావు రా నువ్వు. అందరూ పొగుడుతూ ఉంటారు, మనమేమో లోపలేమో చాలా హంబుల్గా, బయటికేమో హంబుల్గా. మన గౌరవ ప్రభు ఈ కాల్ మీ, ఐ నో యూ ప్రభు, హౌ ఆర్ యూ ప్రభు, ఆల్ గుడ్ ప్రభు అని లోపలేమో నేను హంబుల్గా నుంచొని ఉంటాను. అక్కడ లోపలేమో శబాష్, ఎవ్రీవన్ ఈస్ సీయింగ్ మీ, గౌరవ ప్రభు టెల్లింగ్ మీ దట్ మాధవచరణ్ ప్రభు ఐ నో యూ, లైక్ దట్ లోపలేమో ఫీలింగ్ ఉంటుంది, బయటికేమో ఎస్ ప్రభు. It is not good. That pride is not good, Mataji. Today, do you feel that whatever the 3 years this satsang is going on, do you feel it is my greatness? No. It is Śrīla Prabhupāda's greatness, who has wonderfully packed the message or in a capsuled way where it can be communicated and easily understood by others. He has put it. That is his greatness, not my greatness. If I consider that with the day that మహేష్, మాధవచరణ్, నువ్వేరా, నువ్వు తోపరా, నీకు తెలియట్లేదురా, నువ్వు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళా, నీ చరిష్మానే వేర్రా అనుకుంటే అయిపోయింది. కృష్ణ నోస్ మాతాజీ how to keep him aside. Krishna never accepts pride. Among the 6 anarthas, pride is something which he never accepts in his service. All other anarthas he accepts, Mataji. All other anarthas. That we need to understand. Clear? Yeah. Bondage of, yeah. So that is 5.2. So now there are a couple of things also in this our devotional service of spiritual life. There are some favorable things, right? I don't want to get into what are the favorable things, what are unfavorable things. But you know, there are some favorable things, there are some unfavorable things. What to be done in progressing towards spiritual life. But in the initial stages, you follow favorable things, but you don't disconnect with unfavorable things. And there are sometimes you stop unfavorable things, but you don't follow favorable things. So we should be very clear. What is favorable, what is unfavorable? You should get attached to the favorable things and get detached to the unfavorable things. Both has to be done. Then I got attached to the favorable thing, but I am not still get detached to the unfavorable things. It's not helping your cause. Okay? So let us go to 5.3. Mataji, favorable, A1 unfavorable. Association of devotees లో ఉండటం, స్క్రిప్చర్స్ రీడ్ చేయటం, అంటే శాస్త్రాలు చదవటం, చాంటింగ్ చేయటం, 16 notes, మినిమం 16 notes చాంటింగ్ చేయటం, ఓన్లీ సాత్విక ఆహారం, భోగ ఆఫర్ చేసిన ప్రసాదం తినటం, వైష్ణవ ఎటికెట్స్ తెలుసుకోవటం, ఆన్ టైం రావటం, ఇవన్నీ Mataji, these are might be appearing silly, simple, but very important for, if you are not serious, you will not follow. These are simple things. అండ్ ఇంకా మీకు డెప్త్ కావాలంటే ఈ లెవెల్కి చాలు. ముందు ఇవన్నీ మనం ఎక్వైర్ చేసుకుంటే కన్నా నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి పాటించాల్సినవి. ఏం పాటించాలని కూడా చెప్తాను నేను కావాలంటే. బట్ మనం ముందే బేసిక్ లెవెల్ కాలేదనుకోండి, ఇంకా మాకు సపరేట్గా వైష్ణవ ఎటికెట్స్ అని మాకు సపరేట్ క్లాసులు తీసుకున్నారు. మాకు వైష్ణవ ఎటికెట్స్ అని ఏంటి, బ్రహ్మచారి వస్తే ఎలా రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవాలి, సన్యాసిస్ వస్తే ఎలా రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఉన్నాయి చాలా డెప్త్ టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి. మధ్య ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు డీవియేట్ దేర్, బట్ దేర్ ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఎటికెట్స్. వైష్ణవ ఎటికెట్స్, ఇట్స్ సపరేట్ బుక్ ఇస్ దేర్. వైష్ణవ, వాట్ ఆర్ వైష్ణవ ఎటికెట్స్ అనేది. అన్ఫేవరబుల్, దేర్ ఇస్ నో నీడ్ టు టెల్ యూ. అన్ఫేవరబుల్, so many of them are there. You can check with the devotees. Okay. So jnana or knowledge, that one is not the material body but spirit soul, is not sufficient for liberation. One has to act in the status of spirit soul, otherwise there is no escape from the material bondage. ఒట్టిగా నాలెడ్జ్ తెలుసుకోవటమే కాదు, అది మన జీవిత విధానంలో it should roll out. We should only getting knowledge. అందుకని విజ్ఞానం అంటే ఏంటి? వాట్ ఇస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ విజ్ఞానం? జ్ఞానం ఇస్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద జ్ఞాన యూ గెయిన్డ్ when you are implementing in reality, that is Vijnana. That we need to live with that consciousness. Coming to first canto, second chapter, 258th shloka, the meaning says, when person eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very important. When person eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thinking them to be material, their renunciation is called incomplete. There are some people like that. Renunciation. So మన మెటీరియల్ అన్ని రినౌన్స్ చేసేయాలి అనే unlo kuda there is a possibility of incomplete. Why it is incomplete? Renunciation is complete when it is in the knowledge that everything is in existence belongs to Lord and that no one should claim proprietorship over anything. One should understand that factually nothing belongs to anyone. Then where is the question of renunciation? ఇప్పుడు renunciation ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? ఆ థాట్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? అరే నాది కాబట్టి నేను వదులుకుంటున్నాను అన్నప్పుడు renunciation వస్తుంది. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? When is the renunciation possible? When something you have gained, then you are trying to let go. Then renunciation comes. But if everything is of Krishna, what is there to renounce? Are you getting? నువ్వు renunciation ఏమంటావు? తెలుగులో ఏమంటావు ప్రభు? వైరాగ్యం. నువ్వు నీకు వైరాగ్యం అనే థాట్ ఎందుకు రావాలి? ఎప్పుడు నీది నువ్వు అనుకుంటే వైరాగ్యం అనే ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది. అరే అంతా కృష్ణుడు అనుకుంటే వైరాగ్యం అనే ఫీలింగ్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? అరే కృష్ణ, గాడ్ గివెన్ ఫాదర్, గాడ్ గివెన్ కిడ్స్, గాడ్ గివెన్ జాబ్, గాడ్ గివెన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. What is there to renunciate? Everything is of Krishna. Then what is there to renunciate? That's what the point is being mentioned here. So one who knows that everything is Krishna's property is always situated in renunciation. Since everything belongs to Krishna, everything should be employed in the service of Krishna. This perfect form of action in Krishna consciousness is far better than any amount of renunciation and than any amount of artificial renunciation by a sannyasi of the Mayavadi school. Okay, so lesson is, to know is not enough. To act on what we know is required, and that is possible for those who are ready to pay the price. Are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready to pay the price? Prabhu ardham kala yes antaru. Prabhu. To know is not enough. To act on what we know is required, and that is possible for those who are ready to pay the price. Now discussion. If a person's heart is not pure, what will be the outcome of premature renunciation? Question అర్థమైందా?
He may come back soon. He might fall down, immediate fall down, and he can't long enough. He might come back soon. And if material desires come up in his heart, he can't take shelter of the senses. If material desires come up in heart, he can take the shelter of senses to fulfill his desires in a right way and use wrong way also. Senses are there, desires are there. Fulfilling these desires in right way purify our mind and consciousness of these desires. We should not deny our desires rather than to purify them. So మన డిజైర్స్ వస్తే ఏం చేయాలి? డిజైర్స్ వస్తే ఏం చేయాలి? కృష్ణ సర్వీస్లో పెట్టాలి. బట్ ఇది దట్ ఈజీ? ట్రై చేయాలి. ఎస్. బట్ డూ యూ ఫీల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్రాక్టికల్? Sometimes when I see all of you, right, I feel that ఇది చాలా థియరిటికల్గా ఉంది. ప్రాక్టికల్గా పాసిబుల్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ప్రాక్టికల్లీ పాసిబుల్. నో. When the desire comes, how can we stop? When gulab jamun is there, how can we stop without eating? Sir, ఇది నేను సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను. ఇది నేను సింపుల్, I have given a simple example, so you told. But what other things? There are some things, sometimes it will be very difficult, very complicated also.
ఇక్కడ వెళ్ళాలని ఉంది, వెళ్ళాలి. మైండ్ మొత్తం కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ లో పెట్టుకుని
నాకు వెళ్ళాలి, నాకు స్విట్జర్లాండ్ వెళ్ళాలని, స్విట్జర్లాండ్ వాటర్ ఫాల్స్ లో జలకాలాటలు ఆడాలని. కృష్ణ
కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ లో పెట్టుకోవాలంటే మరి ఏదైనా పని చేసినప్పుడు కృష్ణ గురించి ఆలోచిస్తాయి కదా. అప్పుడు అక్కడ కూడా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు కృష్ణ గురించి ఆలోచించుకుంటే ఏదైనా చేస్తే
అదే ఏదైనా చేస్తే అదే అక్కడ ఏదైనా చేస్తే అక్కడే నాకు చాలా గుండె కలుపుమంటుంది.
ఆ మైండ్ లో వెళ్ళేసి పిల్లలకి పచ్చిమిర్చి అక్కడ వెళ్ళాము, చూపించాము. మేము పిల్లల కోసం వాళ్ళకి చూపించాము, వాళ్ళ కోరికలు ఇచ్చాము, మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ వచ్చాము.
ఖచ్చితంగా ఆ కాన్షియస్ పిల్లలు స్విట్జర్లాండ్ వెళ్ళాలని అడిగారు. వాళ్ళ కోరికలు తీర్చుకోకుండా ఉండకూడదు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళని కోరికలు తీర్చడానికి వెళ్తున్నాము. సరే కృష్ణ, నాకు పర్సనల్ ఇష్టం లేదు కానీ వెళ్తున్నాను కానీ అలా అయితే పర్లా. కానీ నాకేమో లోపల బీభత్సంగా వెళ్ళాలండి. బయటికి పిల్లలు కిడ్స్ ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్, సో దట్స్ వై ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్. కృష్ణ ప్లీజ్ ఫర్గివ్ మీ, నో కృష్ణ, I will go there, I will chant you. Don't worry, I will chant. After going to Switzerland also, I will chant. I will not forget you. Yeah.
Start with Switzerland, ISKCON, then ISKCON.
Seriously, Mataji, spiritual life also can. Maya Devi, as I told you, Maya Devi is mainly sitting at the devotees who are newly practitioners actually. Try to understand, not serious pure devotees దగ్గర ఎక్కువ ఉంటుందని కాదు, ఉంటుంది మాయాదేవి. కానీ మాయాదేవి మెయిన్గా ద నియోఫైట్ డివోటీస్ లైక్ అస్, షీ స్టేస్ దేర్. Even in spiritual circle, mainly her job is here only. Outside, any of people are in Maya, so there is no need for her to put any effort to keep them in Maya, right? Here, at least they are trying to come towards Krishna. నిజంగా నువ్వు అంత సీరియస్ పెడతా ఫిట్టింగ్ పెడతా, like she will test more here. That's what we need to understand. Okay, so we should not deny our desires, rather than try them to purify them. Our senses are there, try to purify them. Then తినాలనిపిస్తే కొంచెం రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుజీ gives an example. In their home, when any new clothes are being done, when the clothes are purchased, they were ready to wear and try and see how it is suiting to me or not. But his parents used to keep them for one or two days. They need to wait by keeping them in front of the Lord and offer it to him, and then only Hare Krishna. Then only they used to. After offering, they used to give the cloths to that devotee, Radhesham Prabhu. So, in a way, we are trying to teach our kids patience, and Lord comes first, and we need to offer to the Lord and then take. All these things we are teaching in a single go to the kids. And please, Prabhuji's and Mataji's kids, please, though they might not be sitting here, I am not expecting them to sit here, but especially the parents who are having small kids, please, this is the age where you can tell them and guide them. After some age, there is no guarantee they will hear. For example, Adhika is there. Adhika, 1 or 2 shlokas she learned. Though she might be, whenever asked, she might be funnily quoting Madhura Madhura Meta Mangalam. She might quote, but she might not be knowing the meaning, right? But after some time, she might think. After some time, she might know the meaning. After some time, she might be knowing the inner meaning. What is the depth in it? So like that, you also teach your kids at least one shloka or at least one bhajan without seeing. Mataji, as parents, at least we should bow that seed. That's because there's future, there's no guarantee. And the kind of society around, it's very difficult, believe me. Now is the time where at least try. I'm not expecting. Trial is in our hands.
Society, there are no spiritual activities.
Yes. At least that's yes. At least in our house we can do. Okay. So that's about. Now let me go to this is the discussion. So now, next lesson is don't deny desires. Neither kill them. Try to purify them. Don't deny desires. Neither kill them, try to purify them. But a lot of organizations out there, what they say, if desires come, you should concentrate. ముక్కు మీద ఏదో సంథింగ్ క్యాండిల్ పెట్టాలి, క్యాండిల్నే చూస్తూ ఉండాలి డిజైర్స్ వస్తే, లేదా ముక్కు టిప్ ఆఫ్ ద నోస్ యూ నీడ్ టు సీ అండ్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్, ఆల్ ద డిజైర్స్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్. హ్యావ్ యూ హర్డ్ లైక్ దట్ ఎనీ టైమ్? రైట్? బట్ వీఆర్ నాట్ సేయింగ్ దట్. Anything, Prabhuji, you take any desire, it is purifiable.
like going Switzerland is not a crime, right?
It's not a crime. When I said it, when I said it's a crime. Huh? When I said it's crime.
Prabhuji could say desire, we can do sadhana over the time.
Everyone is a
Yes, yeah. When I said it's Prabhuji, when I said it's a crime,
Doing alone is a problem.
I didn't say right. Then why are you quoting that question? When I say it's crime, actually my daughter is having a goal of going to all the countries. I mean, all the main European countries. I don't. Europe trip. So what to do?
Our main goal should not
Deviate.
We want to enjoy our goal.
Our sadhana should be there, but going there, will it impact my spiritual life in a bit or or not?
Hey.
We need to. You will be knowing better. You and Krishna would be knowing it better.
Will surely disturb the process.
So I'm actually that's how disturb అవుతాను ఆయన చెప్తున్నారు. Mataji, I'm not against it. You can, but that's right.
We will also some.
Mataji, Prabhuji, nothing wrong in going, but we need to ensure, to see that our main goal is not tracked, because in that kind of environment it is very difficult to track. So some days come and go, but staying there might be difficult. It's not. Alanti Switzerland no devotees lera. Switzerland there are no ISKCON temples. There are no devotees. Switzerland. But the environment what we have in India, spiritual environment, is better than other locations. It doesn't mean there are also Indians who are there, who have been staying in Switzerland for a long time. Our Satyaprabhu stayed there for 4 to 5 years in Switzerland. Austria he stayed for 4 to 5 years. Of course, he was not in KC at that time, but nothing wrong in going. But the only intent what I was trying to say is we should be conscious about our spiritual lives.
Why we are doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Prabhu, it may so happen that if you are sincerely serving, Krishna may send for some service to Switzerland.
Who knows? Now, for the job, whatever the job example I have given, we may the person who got the job issue might get some opportunity in Germany or some Switzerland. We don't know. We can get an opportunity. He might go there. Krishna might be planning that way. Who knows? We don't know. What is that thing? 3 times. Anytime it happened to you, like Prabhupada's business collapsed, and after business collapsed, he went. Now, of course, we can't compare ourselves with the likes of Śrīla Prabhupāda and all, but we don't know what are the Krishna's plans. We don't know, right?
My friend, his team all the team are laid off. They asked him to go to US.
Yes. Anyway, come back to 5.3. So 5.3, let us do this together. Gneyasa nitya sannyasi yo na chesti na karikshati nirdvando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Translation by Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Again I repeat, one who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcome material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna, completely liberated. Right? 5.3. So equanimity in one's consciousness is talked about here. So there are a lot of examples to go ahead, but we need to understand that coming to KC, they are coming to Krishna consciousness, they are busy commenting on others. How many of you felt this? They are coming to KC just now and they feel they will be very happy, right? In the initial days of KC, I don't know whether you observed or not, you'll be very happy and you will be trying to correct. Sarna Mataji, you are still drinking tea? You are still drinking coffee? You don't come on, that's మంచిది కాదండి. అలాంటి ఎప్పుడో ఎవరైనా చూసారా? మీరేనా? మీరు ఇంకా కాఫీ ఎలా తాగుతారండి మీరు? యూ స్టిల్ ఈట్ మీట్? హౌ కెన్ యూ ఈట్ మీట్? Everyone has faced this. Only Amrita Mataji, right? So you are drinking tea and coffee, and what's this? Please stop this. You know. So everyone, they find it materialistic people, and they keep on poking them. And do you know why do they do like that? మనం పాయింట్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం కదా. మీరు ఎవరైనా పాయింట్ అవుట్ చేశారా? మీరు ఆనియన్ గార్లిక్ ఇంకా తింటున్నారా? చిచి మంచిది కాదండి. మీరు నాన్ వెజ్ తింటున్నారా? మంచిది కాదండి. కాఫీ టీ కర్మ రామ రామ. యూ హర్డ్ దిస్ కామెంట్స్ ప్రభుజీ? सुनाया नहीं? हाँ. Why do they do like that? That is the question. To satisfy their ego. Next. You got the question? Why do they poke, saying that మీరు ఇంకా కాఫీ తాగుతున్నారా? You are still eating meat? You are still eating non-veg and onion and garlic? It's not good for your spiritual life, please. Displaying their purification. Anything else?
They want to prove that they are doing.
Huh? They want to prove that they are doing. Anything else?
They are following.
Huh?
Another angle, maybe they struggle a lot to realize that. Don't waste your time. If they are saying in positive way, then they know that. They waste a lot of time. You don't do it. You don't waste time. Maybe that is the reason.
Okay.
They tell you 3 times Prabhuji. Third time they will go. That is not bad. That is even good also. They're just guiding us. Because we are even guided by 2-year child. Same way what we said, the child told us, you're still drinking tea and coffee, how could Krishna accept us? 2-year child. So that is not a poking, right? She is like, when will you stop? That moment is stop.
Can you repeat this, Mataji?
2-year child, she will come to me and tell, Shilachima, why you are drinking tea? Then I said that I will stop it from next month. She again came. The next, or maybe after 4 to 5 weeks, she came and said, you didn't stop yet. If you drink still, Krishna will not accept you. Then that is the moment I stopped.
You stopped, you make him also stop to stop, huh?
He drinks, he don't. He don't drink.
Actually, you know what? Do you know one reason one Maharaj quoted, why do they say like that? All your answers are right, but there is another answer also. Why do they poke like this? ఏంటి దీప ఏంటి ఇంకా నువ్వు తాగుతున్నావు టీలు కాఫీలు ఏంటిది? Why they poke like that?
They are more knowledgeable.
Already this, what other answer? The answer is actually they still have that craving. Somehow they stopped it, but still have that craving. And when they tell that, I mean, they feel that in a way I will stop by telling that, because a lot of people will be knowing that I have stopped. So with that image consciousness, they will stop. So actually that cravings are there for them. That's the reason why they point out. Actually, who are realized or in a higher platform, they never tell that. Rather than stopping something, they try to indulge in new habits, new spiritual habits. Ante kada bottle lo when we fill the bottle, outlet will happen. So when our only duty is to fill the good habits, don't worry about leaving the bad habits. Fill with good habits, automatically the bad habits will go. That is the philosophy. And how many of you felt it is practical?
We have 24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours only. No, what do you mean by you are saying 24 hours only? I'm trying to understand 24 hours. See, you fill with good habits.
24 hours you fill with good habits. There is no time for bad habits.
Bad habits. No, I'm talking about what about the existing bad habits which we have. More, the IIT people like you can balance the 24 hours also, accommodating bad habits and also increasing more good habits also. Okay, yeah. So that's what people say. So in a way, they craving, they can't stop, they say that. And sometimes brahmacharis also, there are a couple of brahmacharis, I don't want to quote, but some brahmacharis also say that they tease, it's not a jokingly way, can you close the door, Prabhuji? Yeah, Prabhuji, you can come inside. Let him come inside and you can close the door.
Prabhuji. दरवाजा बंद कर.
So one more example, one quote was given was. Where is there? Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay. Brahmachari was teasingly saying, Grihasthas, if you are going to Grihasthashram, there is no proper spiritual strength you will get, unnecessarily you are getting into trap, like that they were saying. And the brahmacharis who poke like that, similar to the whatever coffee tea poking was done, brahmacharis who are getting married, samsaram oka chadarangam ra, nu samsaramlo padte anta, it's full of miseries, difficulties, problems and all, like that he used to tease or kind of funnily provoking way they were saying. Those kind of brahmacharis only got married at a later stage. You got my point? I'm just saying, when we provoke like that, means whoever are provoking, they are having that craving. They got married. And there's nothing wrong in getting married. Brahmachari is getting married is nothing wrong. But I'm saying, so like that, even Yugal Kishore Prabhu once, what are the material cravings we have? How many of you know Yugal Kishore Prabhu? Yugal Kishore Prabhu is having a habit of, sometimes in the earlier days, whenever he used to go to preaching, and whatever is not good for that particular family's spiritual life, he used to take those things in his bag and take away. Have you heard this anytime? For example, Amrita Mataji has hosted Yugal Kishore Prabhu. And she's having a lot of respect towards Yugal Kishore Prabhu, and he's a merciful devotee, and he came to Amrita Mataji's house, and he showed his mercy by seeing Amrita Mataji and family, and he was very concerned about her spiritual life, and he has taken some items which are not good for her spiritual progress. Like that, he took some items from his house. He's having that habit, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, with close devotees. But are you ready for that? If any devotee does?
When you close your devotees, he knows what to take from you.
Yes.
Yes.
ఇప్పుడు చెప్తారు.
That's a blessing, right? ఇప్పుడు కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పేసి బాగా వచ్చేదా పెట్టేదా మాట చెప్తే బాగుంటుంది కదా. మాధవచరణ్ దాస్ ఫీల్ అవుతాడు, బాగా ఫీల్ అవ్వకుండా ఉంటాడు. Like this, once what happened, Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. How many of you know Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj? Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. Yeah. Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj once went to a millionaire family. That millionaire family was groomed by one of his disciples. So, for a special satsang for Bhakti Vinod Swami Maharaj house, with a big mansion-like house, with a millionaire, multi-millionaire person. So he went there, and he was trying to, tell Krishna Katha. So while doing a Krishna Katha, he has seen the very big poster of that owner, that devotee, that person, big poster in front of in the big hall. I mean, almost this much big. Poster was there of him like standing with the dog or something like that. He was standing and having a poster. So while he did some Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha, like that he has seen. Like that I have seen that poster, and he himself gone and took that big poster with the help of his disciples and took that out and gone away. And it has hurt that owner's ego very much. Now tell me, Maharaj has done right or not? Right.
అర్చనా మాతాజీ థింకింగ్ మా ఇంట్లో నేను ఇలా చేస్తేనా
నెక్స్ట్ సంఘాలు
నెక్స్ట్ సంఘాలకి నేను మహారాజులు వద్దు మా మాధవచరణతో పోతే ఓకే కానీ but he did that actually. He did that. He took that big banner of that owner, the person who had hosted, and took that and he didn't do any kada and took away. At that moment, he felt a lot. But after a few weeks of contemplation, introspection, retrospection, everything, he felt better actually. He felt better. I think my ego was like, having a Krishna small devotee and my big photo in a house, I think that was not needed for me. That sannyasi came and Bhakti-yoga Swami Maharaj came and took that. He was happy. So in a way, so that was one pastime of, that's why we should trust Prabhuji and Mataji. Guru plays such an important role in our life. We should trust 100%. When you don't have that trust, it's very difficult to progress in Guru. And directly reaching Krishna without the help of Guru is next to impossible. We are in Kali Yuga, and you might take examples of devotees. Veela Guru leru kada, appudulo veela Guru leru kada, in okade kada. You might be taking examples of previous yugas, but in Kali Yuga, no. Without Guru's mercy, it's very difficult to progress in spiritual life. Heart transplantation vinnara? Kidney transplantation vinnara? Mind transplantation vinnara? Mind transplantation is done by Guru. గురువు ఒక్కసారి మాట చెప్తే మోసుకొని వినాలంతే. సారీ టు బి రూడ్. Option. Once what happened, my spiritual master Radhana Swami Maharaj, he instructed Radhesham Prabhuji almost 20 years back, I think 22-25 years back. He instructed Radhesham Prabhuji. There are some Pune temple, there are some issues going on. So Radhana Swami Maharaj informed Radhesham Prabhuji to see to that problem. A lot of devotees in and that time he was very young. Radhesham Prabhuji was very young, and a lot of devotees around Radhana Swami Maharaj told he's a good preacher, but he's a leader. He's not a manager kind. He would not be in a situation to handle. Like that he told. But after Radhesham Prabhuji went there, now Pune congregation is one of the main congregation in entire ISKCON actually. Radhesham Prabhuji. So when Guru orders, the empowerment also comes along with him. Like that support would be there. So Guru's instructions are very, very important. మనకు మెటీరియల్లో టీచర్లు ఏమైనా ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చెప్తే కాదు ప్రభు, కాదు సార్, ఇది కాదని ఆర్గ్యూ చేయొచ్చు. కానీ స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్లో గురు ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ వీ నీడ్ టు 100. దేర్ ఇస్ నో అదర్. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ డూ రాంగ్, బట్ యూ షుడ్ డూ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, భరద్వాజ్ ప్రభు వండొచ్చా మాది? వచ్చు, రాదు. వచ్చు. రమేష్ ప్రభు వండొచ్చా? రాదు కదా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, గురువు ఉండి రమేష్ ప్రభుకి ఈరోజు నాకు పొంగలు అండ్ మంచి కాంప్లికేటెడ్ కర్రీ ఏంటి మాది? గుత్తి వంకాయ కర్రీ. ఇవాళ నా కృష్ణుడికి గుత్తి వంకాయ కర్రీ అండ్ పొంగల్ తినాలనుంది, రమేష్ ప్రభు చేత వండినది అని గురువు చెప్పాడు అనుకోండి, he has to do it. Whether he does good or bad is secondary, but he has to do it. He can't argue with a guru. Sir, మహారాజ్ నాకు రాదు, నేను ఇప్పుడు వంట చేయలేదు, వేరే వాళ్ళకి అసైన్ చేయండి అని అడగడానికి లేదంతే. అడగడానికి లేదు. మీరు మెటీరియల్, మనకి చాలా మంది lot of times what happens is, with the kind of material education we got, we do lot of arguments in our material education, right? For this question, this answer, the discussion is good in material CBSE and ICSE syllabus, but in spiritual life, in the Guru Shishya Parampara, Guru knows exactly what is his Shishya's nature and what kind of services he needs to be kept in. Guru knows. So even you might not be knowing about yourself, but Guru knows about you. At one point of time, you all might be reaching 16 rounds. At one point of time, you might be aspiring for some Maharaj. At one point of time, you will be initiated. At one point of time, you have to be closely work with senior devotees or Maharaj. Who knows? At that time, we should be very careful. Very, very careful. We can put our points, but we should accept Guru's order. So Guru's order is very much important. Okay? So, yes. Yeah, purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. So one who is in fully Krishna consciousness is always a renouncer, because he feels neither hatred nor desire for the results of his action. Such a renouncer dedicated to the transcendental loving service of the Lord is fully qualified in knowledge, because he knows his constitutional position in his relationship with Krishna. He knows fully well that Krishna is the whole and that he is part and parcel of Krishna, and such knowledge is perfect because it is qualitatively and quantitatively correct. The concept of oneness with Krishna is incorrect because the part cannot be equal to the whole. Knowledge that one is in quality yet different in quantity is correct transcendental understanding, transcendental knowledge, leading one to become full in himself. Having nothing to aspire to or lament over, there is no other duality in his mind, because whatever he does for Krishna, being thus freed from the platform of dualities. Okay, so 5.3. So, yeah. Next is 5.4. 5.3 already we read. So coming to KC. So we told, 5.4 we need to read, right? Yes. 5.4. Let us read this together. Sankhya yoga pruthadbala pravadanti na pandita ekamapi asthita samyo Ubhayor vindate phalam. Translation by Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. Only the ignorant speak of the devotional service, Karma Yoga, as being different from the analytical study of material world, that is Sankhya Yoga. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. Now, Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga, you need to understand the difference. You need to understand the difference of Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga. Now, Sankhya Yoga aim is find the soul of existence, is super soul. Now it is like a library. Library, you have to read lot many books and you have to spend lot of hours to come to a conclusion that Hamaya, Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the super soul. Now Karma Yoga, render service to the super soul. Render service to the super soul. And Sankhya Yoga is like finding the root, as I told, library, finding the root. And Karma Yoga is something like watering the root. Watering the root. Focus is, Sankhya Yoga focus is material detachment, and Karma Yoga focus is spiritual attachment. Now nature, Sankhya Yoga, the nature to develop that thing is very difficult. But Karma Yoga, it is very easy, relatively easy. And forbids sense activity, and in Karma Yoga, active engagement of the senses. Now, tell me one thing, is general parlance, is detachment easy or attachment easy? Attachment is easy? Okay. Attachment is easy. Detachment is tough, right? Now, for detachment, what you do? For detachment, what you do? Of course, attachment is easy. But now attachment also, getting attachment to material things is easy or spiritual things is easy? Easy, no? Very easy, right? Very easy. Then what is the difference between us and outside people? Material attachment is easy for us, everyone. Then what is the difference on this particular aspect, especially for devotees and non-devotees? We have to We have to. But have you ever assessed actually yourself? Hare, ఇంకా నేను నాకు నీళ్ళు పడుతుంది. Have is no need for tell anyone else. But have you introspected ourselves? Still, how many days or how many years I will take to come to some stage? And ఆ స్టేజ్ కూడా ఎవరు చెప్పక్కర్లా, మీకే తెలుస్తుంది. I know for sure from the starting day till now, you know there is a lot of difference. అరే నేను జీవితాంతం ఇదే స్టేజ్లో ఉండలేదు కదా. నేను సెకండ్ ఎల్కేజీ పాస్ అయిపోయా, యూకేజీ పాస్ అయిపోయా, ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ పాస్ అయిపోయా, థర్డ్ క్లాస్ వచ్చేసా. నెక్స్ట్ ఫోర్త్ క్లాస్ ఎలా కదా, థర్డ్ క్లాస్ బాగానే ఉంది కదా ప్రభు. What are the doubts I used to ask Śrīla Prabhu in the initial days or in the initial 1 year? If I ask the same doubts now, will he feel good? No, right? అది ఇంకా పబ్లిక్లో అడిగితే ఇంకా పడతాయి. 1-to-1 ఆడిన పబ్లిక్లో అడిగితే ఇంకా పడతాయి. అలాగే పడ్డాయి నాకు ఒకసారి. బట్ వీ నీడ్ టు అసెస్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్, రైట్? ఇంకా ఎప్పుడు అడగాలి. కానీ అదే మనం ఇంకా I prefer, I think a lot of devotees here didn't attend the SSR sessions, right? I think మీరు అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదు కదా మాతాజీ. సో జెనిత్ జైకాన్లో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సండేస్ 10 to 12. సార్ జైకాన్లో అక్కడ కూడా అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. ప్రసాద్ మాతాజీ వెళ్తున్నారా? So when you are in devotional service, it's both. You try to understand how Krishna is the root of everything and you water that root. So that's what is being stressed about. And Sankhya Yoga is a very analytical study to reach to some conclusion. Don't think that Sankhya Yoga is something very different study and all. Sankhya Yoga, it takes lot time and it includes more logic. ఏ లాజిక్ తో నేను సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఫర్ ఫైండింగ్ ఏ ఫాదర్, ఫర్ కిడ్ కి who is the father, how can you know? By simply asking mother who is the father, or by analyzing the DNA structure of all the entire population of earth also you can find out, no? In a vague sense, Sankhya Yoga takes more time, right? So we need to understand that. So Purport by Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. The aim of the analytical study of the middle world is to find the soul of existence. The soul of middle world is Vishnu or the super soul. Devotional service to the Lord entails service to the super soul. One process is to find the root of the tree and the other is to water the root. The real student of Sankhya philosophy finds the root of the material world, Vishnu, and then in perfect knowledge engages himself in the service of the Lord. Therefore, in essence, there is no difference between the two because the aim of both is Vishnu. Those who don't know the ultimate end say that the purpose of Sankhya and Karma Yoga are not the same. But one who is learned knows the unifying aim is in these different processes. It's the same goal, that is Vishnu. That we need to understand. Okay, 5.5. 5.5, yeah. Let us do this together. Yat Sankhya prapyate sthanam tad yogair api gamyate ekam Sankhyan cha yogam cha ya pashyati sa pashyati. Translation by Divendra Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, see things as they are. One who knows that the position reached by the means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. So now, what do you prefer? Doing the detailed study, or do you want to do direct goal? Everyone knows it's goal, right? So Purport by Divendra Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. The real purpose of philosophical research is to find the ultimate goal of life. Since the ultimate goal of life is self-realization, there is no difference between the conclusions reached by the two processes. By Sankhya philosophical research, one comes to the conclusion that a living entity is not a part and parcel of the material world, but of the Supreme Spirit whole. Consequently, the Spirit soul has nothing to do with the material world. His actions must be in some relation with the Supreme. When he acts in Krishna consciousness, he is actually in his constitutional position. In the first process, Sankhya, one has to become detached from the matter, and in the devotional yoga process, one has to attach himself to the work of Krishna consciousness. Factually, both processes are the same. Although superficially, one process appears to involve detachment and the other process appears to involve the attachment. Detachment from the matter and attachment to Krishna are one and the same. One can see these things as they are.
Don't close it. Okay, the closing is okay.
Okay?
Closing is okay. The playing is
So it is nothing, 5.5 is nothing but the opposite of the above verse only. Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga. But telling in a different way, proving that devotional service or Karma Yoga is better. So but still, when compared to both of them, devotional service is better. That's what is being communicated here. So 5.6. Let us do this together. Anyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptu ayogata yoga yukto munir brahma nachirenadi gacchati. Translation by Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. Merely renouncing all activities yet not engaging in the devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. Clear? By renouncing all the activities yet not engaging in devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. For sure cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay. And this particular purport is very important. And this is going to be the last one for today. So please pay attention. Kindly please pay attention. Complete attention. Focus on the screen. Purport by Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. There are two classes of sannyasis or persons in the renounced order of life. One is Mayavadi sannyasis. And Mayavadi sannyasis are engaged in the study of Sankhya philosophy, whereas the Vaishnava sannyasi are engaged in the study of Bhagavatam philosophy, which affords the proper commentary on the Vedanta Sutras. The Mayavadi sannyasis also study the Vedanta Sutras but use their own commentary called Sariraka Bhashya, written by Shankaracharya. The students of Bhagavata school are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord according to the Pancharatrika regulations, and therefore the Vaishnava sannyasis have multiple engagements in the transcendental service of the Lord. Intaru clear hai na? Yes. Transcendental service of the Lord. The Vaishnava sannyasis have nothing to do with the material activities, and yet they perform various activities in their devotional service to the Lord. But the Mayavadi sannyasis engaged in the studies of Sankhya and Vedanta and speculation cannot relish the transcendental service of the Lord because their studies become very tedious. They sometimes become tired of Brahman speculation and thus they take shelter of the Bhagavatam without proper understanding. Consequently, their study of the Srimad Bhagavatam becomes troublesome. Dry speculations and impersonal interpretations by artificial means are all useless for the Mayavadi sannyasis. The Vaishnava sannyasis who are engaged in devotional service are happy in the discharge of their transcendental duties and they have the guarantee of ultimate entrance into the kingdom of the God. The Mayavadi sannyasis sometimes fall down from the path of self-realization and again enter into material activities of a philanthropic and altruistic nature which are nothing but material engagements. Therefore, the conclusion is that those who are engaged in Krishna conscious activities are better situated than sannyasis engaged in simple speculation about what is Brahman and what is not Brahman, although they too come in Krishna consciousness after many births. Shankaracharya? Why he propagated non-God conscious things or Brahman philosophy or Mayavadi? Why he encouraged? Everyone knows, right? Shankaracharya propagated Mayavadi philosophy. Yes or no? Why?
Prabhu, there is also one more thing. Bhagavadgita is sign.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, you are telling the climax directly. Yes, finally, in the final stages of his, I think he was there for only 30 to 40 years. In his tenure, he was there for only 30 to 40 years. And finally, though he propagated Mayavadi philosophy, it was a service he did for Krishna to propagate Mayavadi philosophy. I just wanted to take a vague example for everyone's understanding. Okay? Where is Amrita Mataji? Drop okay, fine. Now the vague example, just to make it easily understandable, I'm just telling. Okay? Everyone should drink desi cow milk. Desi cow milk is good. Yes or no? Yes. But packet milk, most of the people take packet milk, right? Yes. Most of the people. Now if the packet milk is not there, desi milk is only there. Desi milk is only there. Now if desi milk, only people who are drinking desi milk, other people might comment, where desi milk taste is not good, easily it breaks. Sometimes it is yellowish in color. Actually desi cow milk is like that, and it is good to have like that. Manaki packet palma pure milk, pure white, pure it appears. But desi milk, it might be appearing in various colors. But devotees, they drink desi milk. But other people who don't drink desi milk, they might comment, right? Desi milk color baledabba. The taste ento barrapalanta tasty ledu. They give lot of reasons for not drinking desi cow milk. For that, Krishna brought barre, buffalo. Now, if people are drinking buffalo milk, they will not disturb the people who are drinking desi cow milk, right? They will be happy drinking barre milk. They will be happy in drinking packet milk. And they don't know how the packet milk is coming up. They also don't know. But it looks fine. It looks good. And it's tasty. They will drink. So, in a way, barre milk and dairy milk, by coming, it has given advantage to the people who are drinking desi cow milk. They are not disturbing. Right? Similarly, Mayavadi philosophy, what Shankaracharya has brought it, he did as a service to bring this Mayavadi philosophy such that the other people are not disturbing the devotees, Vaishnavas. That he did as a service to Krishna. And in Padma Puran, there is a discussion between Krishna and Lord Shiva. Discussion. Why Krishna, you are engaged me in this kind of service where I am propagating non-Krishna consciousness to the people. I am not able to bear. So that's the reason why in the climax of his life he tells Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam. Like that he said. There are a lot of shlokas. No, but he in fact elevates Bhagavadgita also. Right? So in the end, so why Mayavadi philosophy was introduced? Now you tell me outside how many, most of them outside are almost 90 to 95% are Mayavadis only. Do you know that? And in Shastras it is being told that how far we should be there from Mayavadis. Can you guess? Because they are very intelligent. They are very Sanskrit scholars. When I talk in English, when I sneeze in English, when I speak in English, English is a funny language because they whatever they talk, they're very flowery. Shlokas, when they sneeze, when they eat, when they laugh, when they smile, every time shlokas only will come. That much knowledge they have. And easily can get convinced also. That much knowledge they have. But we should always be away from Mayavadi philosophy. And in scriptures it is also mentioned how far we should be with Mayavadi philosophies. How far we should be there with Mayavadis. Can you guess? Guess. How far we should be with from Mayavadis? Guess no. Guess problem. How far? In scriptures it is mentioned. How far we should be there with Mayavadis? Because that much dangerous they are. Because they can easily convince you also. They can easily that knowledge is also there. So how far we should be there with Mayavadis? Tell me. Guess. ఎంత దూరం ఉండాలి? 10 మీటర్ల లేకపోతే స్వర్ణ మాతాజీ మీరు 1 సెంటీమీటర్ దూరమా, 10 మీటర్ దూరమా, 1 కిలోమీటర్ దూరమా, 2 కిలోమీటర్ దూరమా, 20 కిలోమీటర్ దూరమా? హౌ ఫార్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి దేర్ విత్ Mayavad ఫ్రమ్ Mayavadis? చెప్పండి డిస్టెన్స్. ప్రభుజీ ఐ ప్రాక్టికల్, ఐ వాంటెడ్ a correct distance. Correct distance, come on. No, the distance also is mentioned in the scriptures. Come on. I think Sneha Mataji is ready to tell. I got a figure. చాలా
కనిపించినంత దూరం.
ఇన్విజిబుల్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఎ నంబర్, నో.
Yeah, I don't have a number, but I have 95% Mayavadis
yes, that's why it is being said. ఎవరు ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వట్లా. ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ ఇన్విజిబుల్ అంటే 1 కిలోమీటర్ ఫార్ ఆల్సో ఇట్ ఇస్ ఇన్విజిబుల్ ఫర్ మీ, రైట్? Anyway, I think you are not giving the answer. The answer is we should be away from, how much away we should be there from Mayavadis means scriptures mention that we should be 7 planets away. 7 planets away. Minimum 7 planets away. No, it is mentioned in scriptures. We should be away from Mayavadis 7 planets away. But of course, practically it is not possible. But they say we should be, that indirectly say that we should be as distant as possible from Mayavadis. Okay? And Mayavadis, and when I say Mayavadi, what do you mean by Mayavadi?
Who are saying there is no God, but they think.
Who says that there is no God? Another?
No difference between us.
Huh?
No difference between us.
As in God.
We are also God. We are also God. I am also God. ఆ ఫీలింగ్ ఎంత బాగుంటుంది కదా. People will easily like, right? I mean, what నీ పేరు ఏంటమ్మా? Nikita, you are God, you are God. So is that matter?
She's like,
So you don't want to be God? The God has to control, but I can't control.
When I'm pure-hearted, also I won't choose that I'm
Right. Good. So that's what one philosophy is. No God, nothing is there. One another philosophy is we are gods.
Yeah.
But we are not in a pure state, that's why we are like this. Once we attain pure state, we also become God. And another thing is, our ultimate aim is they also, by the way, Mayavadis also go to temple. They also worship deity. Worship deity for going towards Brahman. Brahmajyoti. They also go to temple. Don't feel that they are something different by दूसरे planets से आए. No, they are also like us. They also go to temple. They also worship deity, but their goal is to go to Brahman. And they worship deity as a origin for reaching the Brahman. Okay, we should understand what is Mayavada. Okay, so that's the first section is completed. 6th. Next is Nishkama Karma Yoga, which we will deal next week in Ram Mohan Prabhu's flat. Yeah.
Prabhuji, when you were speaking about Sankhya Yoga, right? And you take Ashtanga Yoga, it's like similar, right? What is more of theory versus practical?
No, bro. Ashtanga Yoga and Sankhya Yoga are different, Prabhu.
Because in Sankhya Yoga also you are basically trying to find this.
Yes, bro.
Ashtanga Yoga also you are trying by doing various things.
Various postures, bodily postures we use, Prabhu. Niyama, Dharana. Yeah.
But ultimately
is the goal is that only, Prabhu.
Yes.
In fact, Krishna talks about that also, Ashtanga Yoga also. But for that, Arjuna says it is very difficult to hold breath and all. Tell me some easy process.
No, but I'm saying both are like looks similar in terms of.
But you mean to say Ashtanga Yoga and Sankhya Yoga? No, Prabhu, they are not similar. Sankhya Yoga, there are no physical postures involved.
Correct. That's what, it's more theory and this is more practical.
Practical, yes, Prabhu. Yes, in a way. Yeah. Any other questions?
You told about devotional work.
Yes.
Right? So like professional life, right? How include
devotion, right? So can you give some example or elaborate more how we can practically apply this?
Prabhuji, you are working Microsoft, right?
Yeah,
you
are used to work now. I am working in Accenture.
Accenture. Oh, you moved to Accenture. Wonderful. So you are working in Microsoft now. More examples already we quoted. You know, some. I think you didn't come at that time. You can build an app, Prabhu. Microsoft, if you are a developer, you have wanted an examples.
Yeah, I mean, basically in day-to-day life we have lots of work and pressure, and there are so many situations where we can't, delay it. I mean, we have to work in that situation.
Yes.
So how we can apply the devotion in that situation?
Prabhuji, the consciousness is more important, Prabhu. When you go to office, you have to go with the consciousness that Krishna, you have given this family. I need to serve God-given, Krishna-given family, and I am doing this duty. Please ensure that whatever the professional work I am doing, it helps my family to nourish spiritually, to grow spiritually. Please help me that I am not getting contaminated with other materialistic things in my profession. With that consciousness, you have to do, Prabhu. In that consciousness, you may, in anger, you can scold your team members, but you are not having a personal grudge with them. I as a director, Prabhu, there are situations where some things are not happening. I am scolding my team member, but I don't have a personal grudge. I scold them, but also I support them also. After scolding, I ask what are the reasons for this failure. Then they will might quote some reasons. So for this, what is needed? I think I need to impart them good training. I need to impart them good mentorship with the team leads. I need to impart them with some external training. So like that, I assess. I was first to scold them. First they will not give the reasons for failure. And if they are not giving the reasons for the failure, I scold them. Even while scolding also, I don't have a revengeful attitude towards them. I am scolding to have my work done successfully. But even that scolding also, background, you should have that feeling of, and it's very difficult, bro. You should have that feeling that I am doing this job in a Krishna conscious way to grow my family in Krishna conscious. तो जो वो कॉन्शियस आना इतना आसान नहीं प्रभु, साधना करने से आता है. साधना करना है प्रभु. It's not that easy. Without doing sadhana, to get that consciousness is very difficult. That's what I was writing in the yesterday or day before yesterday message. Purity. How you should have a pure heart. You have a very pure heart. It looks like a romantic dialogue. Hero quoting heroine. In movies, that's what it happens, no? Heroine कुछ अच्छा काम करती है, वो देख के hero मनमुग्ध होके, what a pure heart my heroine has having. I wanted to love her. But that purity is not that easy to get through. And sadhana plays an important role to develop that consciousness. And if you are not doing sadhana, Prabhu, it's very difficult to get that consciousness developed always in the background, Prabhu. Always in the background, it should be there, Prabhu. And I have personally seen a lot of devotees having that. It's not only preaching, Prabhu, they are living their words, Prabhu. They also get angry. They also will be competitive in the office. But the background, even if they are failing in that competition, they are not too much perturbed or too much disturbed. But we usually get disturbed, right? अरे मेरा performance appraisal कम आ जाएगा, मेरे को rating कम आ जाएगा, salary घटाएंगे, lot of things would be there. But they are not affected, लोग. We are doing rounds for 16 rounds to do.
Consciousness is the important thing. The devotion part is more like
that. If you are in that Krishna consciousness, that is nothing but devotional service itself. If you are doing that work in that Krishna consciousness, that is called devotional service. That is called devotional service. Probably sadhana is very important. ये consciousness theoretically बोलने के लिए नहीं, practically करना बहुत मुश्किल है प्रभु. If you are not having your sadhana properly done, developing that consciousness is not easy प्रभु. It will be only theory. मैं बोलूँगा आप सुने, हाँ okay. But without sadhana, that developing that consciousness is very difficult, Prabhu. Very difficult. आप कर रहे हैं प्रभु, कुछ rounds कर रहे हैं? Please, Prabhu, try to reach 16 rounds. You will see already there are a lot of devotees who are doing it and they are taking the benefits. Talk to them. हमारे friend हिमांशु प्रभु ही हैं. ऊपर बैठिए एकदम.
Maya is sitting.
Prabhuji, Maya is sitting, Prabhu, but again free will is there with you, no? Whether I have to sit with Maya or not. Maya is sitting with everyone, but free will is there with us. अपन के free will से we leave about Maya. Krishna himself is not disturbing our free will, right? Maya is there, but free will is there with us. Free will को Maya कुछ disturb नहीं कर सकती है ना? कृष्णा भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता ना? So yeah, any other questions?
Prabhuji, you
discussed about the desires purification.
Yes.
So how do we purify it?
How do we purify? How do we purify? You only tell the answer, bro. How do you feel? What do you think it can purify? You only answer. Desires purify. Desires. That desires you have to divert towards spiritual activity. Tell me one desire, Prabhu. Prabhu, there are so many desires, Prabhu. So many desires. It might be gulab jamun. It might be I should get a job. I should have a good sex life. I should have whatever this thing, Prabhu. All are possible in a Krishna conscious way. Krishna conscious way. Now, if you wanted to have any sensitive discussions, we can have it offline. But if you are wanted to communicate, you can tell me one desire. I mean, you should probably the desire should be aligned with Krishna. Yeah, Lord Namo Dharya would chapter. My desire is to smoke 6 hours. My desire is to drink bagpiper. Bagpiper is yeah, bagpiper, right? Black label. Black label. That is rum. Black label or bagpiper. No, I know because you know. అందుకని ఏ లెవెల్లో మీరు చెప్పగలిగితే
day to day probably like having a good career.
Nothing wrong.
That's also very materialistic, right?
No, Prabhuji, getting a job. Why is the materialistic? That is a desire to take care of your family members. Krishna given family, you are trying to fulfill the desire. Getting a good job, you are trying to fulfill the desires, taking care of the Krishna given family, Krishna given parents, Krishna given kids. You are trying to take care of the Krishna given kids. That's why you are trying to get a good job.
Is it not materialistic at the same time?
That is the goal. You need to get job and earn.
That's what here the Prabhuji, devotees and non-devotees, they do the same thing, but the consciousness, no, Prabhu, that matters, Prabhu. అబ్బా నా స్వామి రంగా ఈ జాబ్ పడితేగినా నాకు 3 లక్షలు వస్తే నా స్వామి రంగా 1 లక్ష పెట్టి నా ఇంటి ఖర్చులు కూర్చొని 2 లక్షలు అనుభవించు నా రాజా నా స్వామి రంగా ఎరగదీస్తాను అసలు. 2 లక్షలు వస్తే సంవత్సరానికి 2 సంవత్సరాలు ఫ్లాట్ కొనేయచ్చు అనే కాన్షియస్నెస్ పెట్టుకుంటే కంప్లీట్లీ మిడిలిస్టిక్ డిజైర్. So the same thing, that shift of consciousness, right? If I'm getting a good job, I can afford good lifestyle for Krishna given family, such that they will be growing in Krishna conscious way. Krishna, please help me in getting that good job, no? So that my family can spend more time in Krishna conscious, quality time in Krishna consciousness. That consciousness, that consciousness is something what we need to develop in desiring. Our desires, what are the materialistic desires are there, we can divert it to spiritual also. Now, ఈ spiritual desires diversion లో కొన్నిసార్లు అతి తెలివితేటలు ఉపయోగిస్తుంటాం మనం. అది పేరుకేమో అనుకుంటాం మనం, కృష్ణ ఫర్ మై ఫ్యామిలీ ఓన్లీ ఐ వాంటెడ్ దిస్ జాబ్. ఆఫ్టర్ గెటింగ్ జాబ్ కృష్ణ లేదు ఇంకలేదు నా స్వామి రంగా ఫర్గెట్ బ్రో. And I have seen devotees where they Krishna, they'll get. After getting, no, they're that much immersed in the. Chappan.
Like Krishna is doing?
Fire and they all.
So, Prabhu, that is very difficult, Prabhu. They're very subtle, very subtle. అలా అంటారా జాబ్ ఇస్తాడు కృష్ణ, జాబ్ ఇస్తాడు కృష్ణ ఇచ్చాక they easily forget Krishna, Prabhu. Once they become materially rich, no, they easily forget. And we need to understand that Krishna gives for our need, Prabhu, not for our greed. And you need to know what is your need and what is your greed. Please, for every parents, I am saying, please give quality time to your kids. If you are enough, I mean, materially you are enough, please, one person doing job is fine. But if you know your family situation better, so please give priority to kids. Because they will accept now. After some time, there is no guarantee, Prabhu. I really like Ashish Prabhu. Though whether Radhika listens or not, from childhood he is, and that girl also crazy. How is she sitting outside? I don't know. So simply sitting. What's her age, Prabhu? 5 years. Almost Prahlad age.
Krishna inner is watching all of us.
Yes. Once she gets elder, please ask her to remember me. My name is Madhav Charan Das. That's all. So Prabhu, చాలా సటిల్, Prabhu, చాలా సటిల్. if you really, please, I mean, I'm not a family planner, you know your family situation better, but please allot quality time to your kids, and this consciousness development is very important. Hare, Krishna given family, I should take care. Krishna, with the current thing, I'm not able to take care probably. Please give me a good job. Please give me a good job. In fact, I'm also in that stage only right now. Give me a good job, but Krishna is not supporting me. So I'm trying outside also. So the different thing. But the thing is, Prabhu, that consciousness developing is very, very important. And it doesn't come easily. As you said, it doesn't come easily. You need to do sadhana, Prabhu. You should trust Krishna. And most of the times, a lot of people come to Krishna consciousness hoping that everything positive only happens. No, Prabhu. If you are only expecting that in my life everything positive only should happen, then only in Krishna consciousness I will come, then it is not for you, Prabhu. I'm sorry to say that. It might be very unhurting, offending, or discouraging statement. But if you are expecting everything positive happens, if I am coming to Krishna consciousness, I am sorry. This is not for you. This Sangha is not for you. This is a material world, and Krishna knows what is your need, and Krishna knows what is your greed. As I said, Krishna gives for your need, not for your greed. మీరు ఒకటి అడిగారు, నేను చాలా చెప్పాను. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find my answer.
That's the point, Prabhu. That consciousness is very important, and that consciousness will not develop easily, Prabhu, unless you are doing sadhana, Prabhu. And sadhana చేసే వాళ్ళని అడగండి, Prabhu. Seriously, sadhana చేసే వాళ్ళు, what is the advantage they are gaining? ఆ strength లోపల నుంచి వస్తుంది, Prabhu. Strength లోపల నుంచి వస్తుంది. The people who do sadhana, Prabhu, perfectly, the strength will come from inside, Prabhu. Even in the difficulties, you will be very happy, you know. Even in the difficulties, even in the difficulties, you will be very happy. And sometimes I feel that the kind of difficulties we feel, if I'm not there in Krishna consciousness, there are people who commit suicide, Prabhu. They commit suicide. I'm saying. But,
if you live like that, we are living for Krishna.
yes.
One example, if I can.
Yeah. Ramesh Prabhu wants to give an example.
It is my understanding. In previous yugas, our lifestyle, people's lifestyle was clear cut. It's like the stones in the rice. We can see the stones and we can separate them. But in Kali Yuga, it is something like the impure water. It looks very clean, but there are impurities. To clean the water, we have to send it through some RO process. So that process, even if you see, it is not visible. Something is happening inside, and the water is becoming pure outside. So that process, one way we can say.
Yes, Prabhu. Wonderful example. And please, Prabhu, Krishna conscious. Krishna knows better, Prabhu. Krishna knows better. Even if you're starting, I told, right, please hold on. Difficulties are there, please hold on. I think, who knows, Krishna is giving maximum difficulties now to avoid any birth in future itself, who knows. Right? Please hold on. And believe me, Krishna gives difficulties to an extent where you can bear, not beyond that. Okay? Krishna. And you know what? That's the reason a lot of people don't like Krishna, because they also know that Krishna know when I feel a lot of people outside are very intelligent. Why they are intelligent? You know, they don't like to worship Krishna because Krishna gives by purifying only, and the purification process people don't like it actually. People don't like getting purified. Without any purification, they want everything. And other devatas, they don't worry about purification. They give left and right, and they take another janma, another birth. No other devata guarantees no birth except for Krishna. Even Shiva also can't guarantee, I will ensure you are not having any birth. No. Vaishnavānām yadā Shambhu annar gani, Shivanām yadā Vishnu anla. He is the best of the Vaishnavas. Shiva is the best of the Vaishnavas anlar gani, Vishnu is the best of Shivaites anla. Okay? Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Yeah, come, let's time up.
Any other questions? Namaste Narasimhaya Sanadayanakarine Divanyākantipunakṣaha Śrīla-Prabhupāda Vito Narasimha Parato Narasimha Yato 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 Narasimha Hare Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha Narasimha Sharanam Prapati Avakaratamana Hare Naga Adhuta Singha Janita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhinda Keshavabhita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Narasimhadev 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 Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jai Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pravajakaacharya Ashtottara Shatashi Srimad His Divine Grace Śrīla A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतशी श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रीला प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की वृंदावन मधुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की बृहद मृदंगा की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah ananta koti vaishnav vrind ki aparna sarovar janit residents ki महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे